Hi everybody, it's Julie and welcome February. Welcome to the February Fabric and Favorite Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge 2024. So we will be using fabric and we will be using your favorite items to make a journal this month. Okay, we will be using hashtag FFFSJJC24. So 3 F's, an S, 2 J's, a C, and a 24. Okay? That stands for February Fabric Favorite Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge 24. Here are the details. Yay! I'm excited. We are making a 9x6 or larger journal. This month you are making any type that uses a book for a cover. So you need to use a book for a cover, but you can make any type of journal out of it. Okay, so any type of journal that uses a book for a cover. So you can do an altered book. You can alter the spine of a book. You can do a lace spine, altered lace spine on a book. You can do a tab binding, but the cover and the back cover need to be from a book. Okay, it needs to be at least 60 pages. That's front and back. That's large and small pages, all counted. So if you were just taking 15 digital pages, that would give you the 60 pages front and back when you bind it. Fold them in half and bind it. Okay. Your theme choices this month, and you do have a lot of them, are flora, fauna, fun, foreign, friends, furry, farm, fashion, fashionista, frozen, formal, forms, fresh, frightening, forever, faith, 40 days, family, French, far away, forget-me-not, fairy, fishing, fruit, fabric, fancy, faded. Oh, it's supposed to be faded rose. Okay. Fantasy, farewell, far out, funky, father, folio, flamingos, flashback, feathers, fiscal, food, feelings, fellowship. You probably can fit every theme somewhere into that. So if you wanted to make a planner, you could use fiscal, or you could use forms. A cookbook, there was food on here, so that gives you an idea. Okay, and if you wanted to do a sewing one, then you could probably put it under fashionista. If you wanted to do one of the bird ones, you could put it under feathers. Any flowers under flora. Travel could go under foreign. So yeah, lots and lots of. If garden one, you could put it under fresh or farm. Okie dokie. There you go. So this month, this journal that we're going to make, it can be to sell, to keep, or to give as a gift. You do not need to send it to me. We're not doing a challenge where you send the journal specific to somebody or anything like that. The challenge is the challenge of making the journal and making the things that we've put on the list for this month. Okay, you have the entire month of February, so you'll have until February 29th. Do not forget that this is a short month. We do get an extra day. It is a leap year, so we get the 29th. It doesn't end on the 28th. But yeah, so everything needs to be finished by the 29th. You must use 2 DearJulieJulie digital kits or more. All freebies are grouped together and count as one single digital kit. So any of the freebies that you've gotten count as one single kit. Patreons, you are able to use your monthly kits, and each one counts as a kit. So if you are a Patreon and you're using Patreon kits, If you do the one from the French Roses one, and you do a bases one, those are 2 separate kits, okay? You must use 10 full pages of Dear Julie Julie digitals. These can be actual pages or pages of ephemera. And when you do the pages of ephemera, you need to use all of the ephemera, okay? And just use it somewhere in your journal, okay? Your kit. So we like to put together a kit that seems to make it easier to do these challenges, to put together a kit. So I have your kit here. You're going to, obviously you need a book for the cover, but whatever book you use, you can also use those pages. They become part of your kit, okay? You get to use 4 fabrics, okay? So 4 fabrics. The pieces can be any size. These fabrics can come from, you know, a piece of fabric that you had purchased. You might have a piece of fabric. You might have a fabric scrap that you want to use. You might have a garment that you want to use. You might have a linen that you want to use. Especially if you're on a no buy, don't forget about the Goodwill pile or your closet for things that you might want to use in a junk journal. Okay, now if in your scrap pile you have several pieces of the same fabric, you know, maybe you have an old quilting kit, the same fabric. So say you have, this one has lavender roses, and this one has lavender stripes, and this one has lavender dots. Each one of those would be a separate fabric, but you can take all the lavender roses and put them in one pile, and that counts as one fabric, okay? So 4 fabrics. The next one is 4 miscellaneous metal. That's 4 of the same type of metal. So if you have been wanting to use eyelets, this is your chance. That would be one of your types. If you wanted to use metal buttons, then that can be your category, metal buttons. And you can use, I don't know if I have any metal buttons in here, but you could use, pretend that this is a metal button, and this is a metal button, and this is a metal button, and they're all different. Oh, this one really is a metal button. Okay, so there's a metal button. They're all different. We're pretending. Remember, we're pretending those are metal. I don't see any more metal buttons in here. Okay, this one has metal on it, so we'll count, if it has metal on it, we'll count it as a metal button. There's a metal button. Okay, you see that those are different. Oh, I found another one. Oh, it's way down here. Where did it go? Oh. Okay, so metal button might be one of your things, and you see those are all different, but they're all metal buttons. And if you have more than one, you can use more than one of the same. I mean, and if you have 50 metal buttons, you can use 50 metal buttons. The next one would be metal charms. And, oh, here's a metal charm. Okay, so metal buttons. So then you can use as many metal buttons if that's what your category is. You might use bulb pins or paper clips. Remember, you do get to use your binding kit. So after you finish and you bind your journal, you can use your binding kit, which is 5 clips. And I don't say 5 paper clips, I say 5 clips. If you like to use this kind of clip, then you can use those. If you like to use a giant paper clip or a hair clip, or, you know, like the old school hair clips. I had one in here and I don't know where it's gone to. I know I put one in my mom's the journal that I've been making to put when I find mom's things in. I have a journal for that, and I have put some in there. But yeah, so yeah, and another one, okay, I told you eyelets, but you can, you know, have a variety of eyelets. You don't have to have them all be one thing. You might have a package, and the same with your paper clips. You might have a variety of paper clips that you want to use. You might want to use a coffee one, or I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is, but whatever that is, or a butterfly clip, you know, just, or a lemon, or a heart, or an arrow, or another heart. Okay, so yeah, so paper clips. You might want to use paper clips, or you might want to use brads. But they do need to be metal, and they all need to be, so you need to choose 4 different types. I'm going to use eyelets. I'm going to use metal buttons. I'm going to use gears, metal gears. I'm going to use metal beads. So, metal beads. Or metal charms. So you might be doing an ABC book and you want to add charms to all the different things. Okay? So you might be making a Christmas journal or finishing your Christmas journal, and you might want to add metal bells. Okay? But you get to pick 4 different types. And then you can use as many of each of those 4 types as you want to and as you can in your journal. So metal, I mean, this is my Christmas thing, and they're, so, yeah, metal. Let's see, 4 of your favorite items from your stash. Okay, so this is where you might be able to use, and of course I put it away. I had a Christmas collection sitting here. It's been here since October, and of course I just put it away. But this is where, if you have like a paper collection that you've been wanting to use, this is your chance. If you can fit it in one of those themes, you can make a cover out of a book, and then you can come in and you can use your the set of stickers, the set of die cuts that you got to go with it, the rice paper that you got to go with it. And so you get to pick 4 items. So that's 4 single items. It would be the package of the stickers, the package of the die cuts, a paper pad. It could be a journal that you have. It could be this is what made me think of it is, you know, I saw that Darlene just got an antiquarian sticker book. She got the one from 2014. I don't know if this is the one. It doesn't say. I don't know where it would. Does it tell us back here? But anyway, yeah, so if you have a sticker book that you've been wanting to use, you can go ahead and pull out and use your sticker book. Yeah, so this might be a good one if you've been wanting to do steampunk. Heck, you get to use metal. You could use that crazy sticker book. You'd be good. Okay, so 4 of your favorite items. Now, the thing about your favorite items, down here, just a little heads up, you're going to be using a fabric and a favorite item on every single one of your embellishments. So make sure that you pick something that you're going to want to be able to use down to make things, okay? And then the last thing is 4 junk item types, okay? So if you choose wallpaper, you can use, a sample book, you can use a roll of wallpaper, you can use a wallpaper border, and we'll just go ahead and say you can use wallpaper. You can use any wallpaper that you have. Wrapping paper, if you pick wrapping paper, you can use any wrapping paper that you have. Packaging, you can use any packaging. So you're going to pick 4 types, and then you can, and then put in your kit the items that fit that type that you want to use. So I'm making this, in some ways it's really good. For some of you, you're going to really like it. For others, you might be those that like the tighter rein when I say, okay, you can pick 1 wallpaper. You can pick one of this, pick this, but this time I'm letting you pick wallpaper or junk mail or gift bags or boxes or file folders. That is a great one if you need like cardstock backing kind of thing in it. So calendar is one, and you know what all the junk things are. Garment, if you wanted to add a garment down here, it is a junk item, so you can add your garment down here. A linen would also, we would consider, it could go down here. So maybe you have four fabrics that you want to use, but then you want 2 more junk items, because with linen sometimes you can get lace, which is really, really cool. And a garment, you can get buttons and lace and pockets and all the different things depending on what you pick. Okay, so that is your kit. Your book for your cover, your 4 fabrics, your 4 miscellaneous metal types, your 4 favorite items from your stash, and your 4 junk item types. Now we'll come down here, and I've got some other things that you get to add. We'll be using 1 paper pad all of this year, okay? So we're going to help you get rid of 12 paper pads. If you used a paper pad last month, and you get to use another one or the same one this month, but you get to use 1 paper pad. Now remember, if you have more than 1 paper pad you want to use, you can use a paper pad up here in your favorite items, okay? You get to use these machines. You can use your sewing machine, your die cutting machine, a dryer. So if you need to use your dryer, those are the machines. So your die cutting could be your Big Shot. It could be your Gemini, the one that goes, does it automatic. It could be your Silhouette, your Cameo, your Scan and Cut. All of those you can use your machines. And your sewing machines. And it could be any of your sewing. It could be a handheld sewing machine. It could be your you can use more than 1 sewing machine if you want to, but your sewing machines. Next is cutters, scissors, dies, punches, and knives. Okay? Cutters, scissors, dies, punches, and knives. And the knives would be your, like your X-Acto knife, your craft knife, the knife that you use to spread the pastes and things. Okay? Envelopes, all and any. So again, any envelopes that you have in your stash or around your house, you can use. Typed book pages with no pictures. So if you have a book with just typed pages, you can use the typed pages, but no pictures. So it's a dictionary is typed pages. So we're encouraging dictionaries and that, and also the back of your Thomas guide with the typed pages back there. Okay. any and all paper that has Dear Julie Julie printed on it. So if you have a Dear Julie Julie digital that you've printed on a page. So let's get in here. I printed on my ledger so that I would be able to use this. This was last month. I printed Ashley in the Rain here, and so I was able to use my dad's graph paper. Let's see. I think the others are all just really similar to that, just on different types of papers. Here, this is the other side of the hummingbird. There's one of the hummingbird. Yeah, so any digitals you're going to be able to put in. Well, here I have roses. Here I have the hearts done on the graph paper, so I could add it in. But yeah, so any paper. If you wanted to add watercolor paper, you can add just a little thumbnail of a Dear Julie Julie digital to it, and that will, and you actually print on the paper. Okay, you print on the paper. And don't forget, if you're doing something with like lavender or pink roses, you can use that ink saver kit. You can print on all kinds of papers. Okay, the next one is tape except washi. Okay, so all of your tape, and that actually does include the wonderful drywall tape that we've been using for the last year. You can use that. That is a tape, but no washi. Now, I'm going to tell you a way that you'll be able to add washi to your kit in just a couple minutes. And you heard about that on Monday here. Okay, you get to use any paint, ink, mediums, glitter, sequins, pens, nail polish, makeup, and then also the applicators that you need to be able to use those. So that would be your brushes, your knives, your sponges, whatever you need to be able to use these paint, ink, mediums, glitter, sequins, pens, nail polish, makeup, and applicators. You can use any of the applicators that you need to do that. So yeah, so we already told you envelopes, typed book pages, and any papers that you print a Dear Julie Julie digital on. Okay, now up here we have bonus. Add one anything item when you show us a video of you making using fabric and your favorite item. This is kind of skipping ahead because you're going to be making all of these and you're going to be using fabric and one of your 4 favorite items on each of these as you're making them. You're going to start by using those 2 things somewhere in the thing that you're making. And then when you show us a video of you doing it, now you can talk during it, you can play music, you can just have it muted. But we want to see you using the fabric and your favorite. And when you do that, you can add anything you want to your kit. Okay? So, yeah, so that's a bonus. And then the other bonus I was telling you about a minute ago is add any and all of your washi when you do the project. Now this is extra. It was the mini challenge and the challenge that went up on Monday. It was the tear book. So the tear book that we made that was introduced to us by Dawn. And I came up with a way to make one that I could use. And so I challenged all of you to make one. And if you make one, after you make it and you post it, you can use any and all of your washi in your February challenge. Okay? So now, da-da, here we are. What are we making? Again, I told you for each embellishment or page ensemble, you're going to be using a fabric and a favorite and one more item from your kit, plus 3 or more embellishments or enhancements. Okay, so you're going to use one of your 4 pieces of fabric somehow. You're going to use one of your 4 favorite things somehow, and one more item from your kit. So that's the kit that we put together on the first page. So your fabrics, your metal, your junk. Yeah, your metal or your junk. Okay? And then 3 other enhancements. Remember, your enhancements are or embellishments. So your enhancements are like ink, embossing, adding staples, that type of thing. Okay, that's an enhancement. An embellishment, this is how we talk in the Dear Julie Julie challenges. So an embellishment would be adding, if you made a flower and you added a flower, or one of your favorite things could be a package of flowers. Okay, so just so you know that you could get flowers in there, but from your junk you have the map book and you're going to use a map somehow, or you have dryer sheets or tea bags, like postage stamps, you were going to go ahead and put. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now we're ready to make, and what are we making? We're making a tassel with a bead dangle, a cover base outside. That's your base of your cover. Like last week, I made just my cover. You watched me just make the cover. Okay? So, however you're making your cover, you're going to make your cover, and remember, it does need to be enhanced or embellished with 3 things. And remember, you need to use fabric, a favorite, and something else from your kit on each of these. Okay? Inside cover pocket with card and info spot. So inside your cover, you're going to make a pocket for inside your cover, and it needs to have a card or a tag and an info spot, and your info spot is where they are able to put their name. So maybe you have a library, a cart, a book label, or you have something that says, or you make something that says this book belongs to, that type of thing is your info spot. Pocket with edge and a tag. So your pocket has stuff, it has a decorative edge on it that actually would come out of your book a little bit at least. Okay? And a tag to go in it. Snippet 15 by 2, so 15-inch snippet by 2 inches, and 3 clusters. Your next one's hidden journaling card and a hidden paperclip. There should only be one paperclip there, but hidden journaling card and a hidden paperclip. 4 patchwork fabric puzzle tags with mystery. We have made these before. Any of these that you are like going, huh? I will be making them all, so you can watch for those. But 4 patchwork fabric puzzle tags with mystery. So you need to add a journaling space somewhere onto the card that was unexpected. So not just the back of the card having the lines. Belly band or tuck with mystery and a card. Flip with stack a note. Any envelope element with 2 inserts. So you can make anything out of an envelope, and it needs to have 2 inserts. So if you're going to do the, you're going to have your envelope, and maybe it's going in the middle of the journal, in the middle of this, it's getting bound right here, and you have an insert here and an insert here. okay? Maybe you do a double tuck, okay? And so it is here, and you've attached it, and you have a place for something here and here. And then you might want to cut into that and make it so that that has one, but at least 2 inserts. So double tuck would be an envelope idea. That flap up double pocket might be an idea. You know, where you lay the envelope in and the flap comes out and you're able to put stuff in there. That, you know, whatever you make, use an embellishment using an envelope with 2 inserts. Something new you have wanted to try with 2 inserts. So maybe there's something out there that you've had on your list that you want to make. Then go ahead and make that. And it needs to be something different than what's on here already. And look forward to see what people do. This is one where we get to bring in new ideas for all of us. And so something new you have wanted to try with 2 inserts. And then we have introducing. So there's a total of 15 here. Introducing, please wait for tutorial. So we have the new refrigerator with wrapped sandwich. We have new envelope center of signature with inserts. New flip-flop with hidden journaling card flap. We have actually done that before, but this is going to give it a name so that I can put it into challenges. And the new wiggle round hinge tag. Also, these must be added to your journal. A stencil, at least 5 pages in your journal need to have stenciling on them. And at least 5 pages in your journal need to have stamping on them. And so you're gonna get 1 stamp and 1 stencil, just so you know. Those will be released with the mini challenge in the challenge. That is the required mini challenge in the challenge. So don't worry. You're gonna get a stamp. You're gonna get a stencil. But there are going to be perimeters of what they can be. So watch the mini challenge and the challenge, then you can add those in. All pockets and tucks in these projects must be filled with any embellishment. All these embellishments must be embellished or enhanced with at least 3 things. So all 3 of those, you can ink the tag and then have fabric and lace on the top of that. That would be your 3 things, okay? And you're going to be able to use some of the things that you make here to go into other things once your journal is all put together. Be also making mini challenge in the challenge 2.124. That's February, the first challenge of 2024. The video will play the first Monday of February. That's February 5th, 2024, and will unlock a couple of fun things to make this challenge better for you. Post your finished items in the special Facebook group in the posts. So we'll be talking about the special face group here in just a minute. You will need to join that because that's where we find out what you made and how you're doing, and that's when I find all your finished posts so that I know you finished the challenge. Okay? This journal, again, is for you to keep or give as a gift. Also, of course, you can sell it. The deadline for February Favorite and Fabric Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge is February 29th, 2024. We also have 1 required mini challenge in the challenge that we just talked about, and that is going to be in February. Okay, don't forget, all pockets, tucks, and envelopes in the journal must be filled to finish your journal. Always, please post your pics in the post after you finish. Please post your finished journal videos in the black. Place videos here, post in the special Facebook group. You'll see they have a keyboard and it says place your finished journal video here. The name of your photo album and a picture of your finished journal. Those things help me find out that you finished, and how to find out that you actually finished everything. Make sure that you do post in all of the posts. Okay? Please place your photos slideshow in a created album in the photos section using your name for the title. Please link to the slideshow in the Black Photo Here post. As with the other challenges, everyone that finishes the challenge will receive an invitation to the virtual party in March, date to be announced, where they will receive a digital kit for their use made by me. We will have a 2-hour party and we'll play with the new digital. I know Bonnie has a really good game for this time, for those that finished January for the VIP. Sometimes we have games, and sometimes we just, everybody is doing their own thing, but hanging out and chatting, it's fun. If you have questions, please post them in the comments of the questions post. You will find that in the group. Now, remember, I might not answer the question right away, but somebody will probably answer it, and if they answer it, they probably know the answer. And so we have several people that have done the challenges several times, with Bonnie still being the only one that's finished all of them. And that's over 60 challenges that we've done. All finishers. So if you finish the challenge and you post everything, you are a VIP, and that means you're also the guest design team member for the journal kit that is coming out. So the digital kit that you receive at the VIP, you are a guest design team member for that. I will be making all the pages and embellishment types, so you can check those out each day. And of course, those will be at our 10:30 videos. So check those out. Don't forget that we have a live chat, so you can come in those and ask questions and get to know everybody. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I've took up enough of your time. So let's get making. Don't forget to share your projects, your process, and your favorite things in the Dear Julie Crafty Community Facebook group. Also, share them in other places that you regularly share your items, the things that you're making. And have fun, and we will see you every day. We'll be here every day in February. And please let me know that you read this by signing that you read it in the comments in the Facebook group. Okay, so now we'll be putting the group link in the description box down below, as well as in the chat. So if you are here live, thank you so much for joining us live. Your link to the room is in the chat down below. And if you are here at the replay, your link is in the description box. We always do that. Please do make sure you watch the whole video, because most of your questions will be answered in the video. You'll also find a link to the video in the Facebook group that will help you be able to, if you have questions, you can go there as well. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because if you have that question, there's probably 5 or 6 more that also have that same question, and they'll really appreciate you asking it. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day, and let's have an amazing February, and let's come up with some really fun fabric ideas, and tell us all about your favorite items to use as you're making your February fabric favorite Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge for 2024. I think did you notice all the Stashbuster kind of things in there, so that we can be using those things, as well as probably you can make this as a total no buy. I know several of you are out there on the no buy. One other thing, the Dear Julie Digitals will be on sale through Sunday. Okay, so that's, you get 3 days. The Thursday, Friday, I guess that's 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is what we'll have for the all Dear Julie digitals to be on sale. And there you go. Have an amazing day, everybody. And let's have an amazing February. Bye. See you in the group. Bye-bye.